on AM 1330, FM 95.7 WRAM. Joined with Rebecca Quick from the Buchanan Center for the Arts. I'm Kailey Foster. And you know what? We're going to take a look at this Shrooms game because what the heck have you been talking about with Shrooms? Rebecca, how's it going?
Oh my goodness. We're very excited for the Game of Shrooms event. We've had 2 out of 4 of our classes so far. We'll have 2 more coming up here soon. But we got rid of all the 2D artwork, and that's going to be out in the world here soon. So the Game of Shrooms event actually is on June 13th. So we're kind of preparing for that day.
Is this just a one-day thing?
Yes, so the Game of Shrooms itself is a one-day event. However, you can create art for it leading up to it every day if you want. You can make one piece, you can make multiple pieces for this event.
And that's what you've been doing with your classes?
Yes, absolutely, yes. So Crystal Thompson and I have taught classes at the American Legion in town here from 5 to 7. And we've had a few people come in and kind of create artwork. We made shrinky dinks, we made two-dimensional art, so just using pencil, paper, and all that sorts of goodies. And then at the Recharge Teen Center, we have also created several pieces of art, and the shrinky dinks have done really well. Have you ever used shrinky dinks?
I remember doing shrinky dinks when I was a kid, and I would turn them into earrings. Are those what you have right there?
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Those are big ones, too.
Yeah, so they start off with like a sheet of paper, maybe about I'd say maybe about half the size of a printer-sized piece of paper, so maybe like 5 by 7-ish. And then they shrink down to these little guys here, so...
Yeah, I used to make earrings with them all the time, because I make them a little small, and
yes.
I love those.
Some of those students created some that are like real small. I'm like, yes, absolutely.
You can have shroom little beads, like confetti.
Yes. Some of them, they put like little holes in them so you can make them like keychains or like you said, earrings. I don't know that I'd want this on
That
my
was a
ear,
little
though.
big. Everybody listening, if you're listening on air, we are videoing. There'll be a video version of this where Rebecca is showing off the artwork as well. So you can go to our YouTube channel. It'll be linked on our website as well. So make sure you're checking them out because they're pretty cool looking.
Yes, for sure. I was going to say, so Game of Shrooms is kind of about making smaller art, but you don't have to make smaller art. So June 13th is the date for the event, and that's when you go and hide it out in the community. So it's not really that it needs to be small, but the bigger the pieces are, the easier they are to find, if that makes sense.
Well, and you got to think, mushrooms are small.
Exactly. It's just like going morel mushroom hunting, right?
That's what I was starting to think about. I'm like, we're getting in. I don't know if we're in or coming out of. I don't know where we are in the season. I don't know where in the season we are for mushroom hunting, but like it's a perfect timing.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. Yes. We've been promoting all of the mushroom themed art making, anything like that. So we're maybe going to create a couple more classes before the June 13 date. But we'll just see kind of how it goes the last 2 classes that we have. So, yeah.
And you have a couple other shroom examples.
Oh, yes.
I want to make sure everybody sees them.
Yes. So this is our take and make for the month of May. It's mushroom themed, of course, because, again, we like to promote. And so these little guys here, you can get one at one of our 6 locations that our take and makes are available. And I was going to say you can check our Facebook or our website for those locations exactly. But we have some at the library, so the Warren County Public Library, the Aledo Public Library, as well as the one up in Viola, and a few others in Monmouth out towards Stronghurst.
So it comes with a...
Yeah, it comes with all the supplies. So it comes with a toilet paper tube, which you'll wrap around the
I was trying to see if there was a proper term for that.
Oh, absolutely not. I've never found a good one. And then little fringes for the grass, and then we have a little paper bowl, and it's actually pretty small. It's not big at all. And then it comes with the paint to paint it as well with a paintbrush.
Oh, perfect.
So the only thing that isn't included is glue.
So anybody can grab these, or who can?
Absolutely. It's free for all ages. Yep.
Oh, perfect.
Absolutely. So
I might have to stop over at the library. I want my own little mushroom.
I think you might have to. It's pretty fun.
Make one. I'll put it. I won't tell you. Actually, I can't tell you where I'm going to put it.
Yeah, I know, right?
I was about to tell you.
Yes, I was going to say we do take and makes every month, so this was just on theme with our Game of Shrooms, so I was very excited for that. So yeah, absolutely.
And then you talked about 2D. Is that what the last one is?
So 2D is anything that's like two-dimensional artwork, so flat on surface. So this is a piece of art that I had created for it. So I used pen and then marker to create that different kind of style with it. And then Crystal Thompson, when we were kind of doodling around during class, she doesn't like to, as she says, she doesn't like to fit within
Yeah.
the square border, so she made it kind of angled. But I like this one. This
Oh, that
one's
looks so cool.
this one's super fun. It's like a little mushroom house.
I love that. It's just
Yeah.
I'm so jealous of people who are like artistic and can like be artsy.
Yes. She was very excited about this idea. We were talking about it with the group of people that went to the first class about what would happen if we made like a mushroom as a house. And we were like, oh, that's such a cool idea. So then she made that design from that idea.
Kind of like the little like pixie houses you'd make in elementary school.
Yes, exactly. So I was very excited to see what she brought to life. So, and that just came right from her mind. She just do.
Of course,
Absolutely.
Everyone artistic can just do that, but you don't have to be artistic to take part of the Shrooms game.
Because
I'm not, and I think I can make that. I think I can make that toilet paper roll one.
So there's 2 ways you can participate in Game of Shrooms. So you can participate by being an artist. So in order to be an artist, you will need to sign up online at Game of Shrooms official account, and you scroll down and you'll see a map where all these little mushroom icons are loaded. And you can kind of zoom in and see that in our area right now, I think we have 5 or 6 little pins dropped. So it's like Crystal, me, Remy, one of our creative assistants at the BCA. The Buchanan Center has an official site as well for promoting artwork for artists who don't have social media or don't wish to use their social media. And then Recharge Teen Center also has their own social media for this event as well. So to be an artist, you sign up on there, and it gives you a step-by-step guide on how to do that. And then after you have signed up, then you just start making art. So it could be 2-dimensional, just like I mentioned, right? Drawing, painting. It could be mini canvases. You talked about, just before we started, rocks. You can make little rocks just like you see hidden all over the place. You can make them mushroom-themed rocks. The only rule is that it's mushroom-themed at some rate, right? So it doesn't have to be only mushrooms. It could be other things included in the mushrooms, right? So like, in this little shrinky dink, right, we have like a scene with mushrooms, right? So it doesn't have to be just a mushroom, as long as there's a mushroom in it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how the artist can participate. So then they create the art. So then it goes to the day of, so June 13th, the artist will hide the work. So they can choose where they want to hide them, and it's going to be important for the artist to kind of promote their work online. So this is primarily happening through Instagram. So as long as you have an Instagram and you've started promoting the work, so the Buchanan Center, if you looked at our website or our Instagram right now, you would see that we have the Shrinky Dinks kind of promoted. And all I said was, check out what we made in class, be on the lookout for these during Game of Shrooms. And then after you've promoted them, then you hide them the day of. And when you hide them, you kind of take a picture or a video of where they are. And then once you've done that, you post that again, and then people start finding them. So that's how you can participate as an artist. And then you can participate also as a seeker, which is just as exciting as being an artist. So the seeker really includes the family and friends into this event, right? So you kind of, the day of course, you kind of look for Instagram, people who are on Instagram. And I can give those ats as well if you want for the people that we have so far participating. But you check their accounts and then see where they're located. So like the Buchanan Center is working towards getting several businesses kind of involved. So maybe while you're eating with your friends or family, you might be able to spot a mushroom. Or maybe while you're shopping, you might be able to spot a mushroom. And you get to take them home for free. So the only thing that the artist asked is that you contact them to notify them that the work has been found. So then we can update our sites accordingly.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
love that. I'm going to have to maybe talk Kelsey into doing a shroom with me. Make an art project downstairs and have to get registered online.
Yep, registered online. Yes, absolutely. Yep.
Perfect. So hide and seek for mushrooms with online and one day and find all the mushrooms.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yes. So then the only other thing I wanted to definitely touch on is when you hide the mushrooms, it would be important to perhaps protect them, protect the artwork. So if it's something on paper or something that could like potentially, if we have bad weather, if it's rainy, windy, anything like that, you want to secure it under a surface or to a surface. So packaging them might be very helpful as well. So each of the classes that I've taught, I've encouraged people to make kind of an artist card. So on one side, I just say Game of Shrooms 2026. And then on the back, it says you found free art created by and who it's created by. And this is my example, so created by Rebecca Quick. And so then you'll just notify me on Instagram at my @ and then you get to keep it. So,
And that's an easier way to find the too.
Absolutely.
And it gets more people on your Instagram.
Yeah,
Checking out your
absolutely.
other
That's actually what the creator of Game of Shrooms really was interested in. Both kind of like two parts. Part one, to bring joy to people, bring people together, so family, friends, anyone who's around, to share joy in a moment of like this magical adventure that you're on, and then as well as to give recognition to the artists who are creating. So.
Oh, I love that. And it's so fun to find a new artist's page.
Yes.
I found myself down a rabbit hole, not really necessarily for mushrooms, but I was just scrolling social media in a comment section, saw an artist post their work, found their Instagram, ended up supporting them and buying a piece of their work. And because I just was looking, and I went and looked up their social media, which I never would have done. And I followed them, so I'm like, I'm going to keep looking for more pieces from you.
Yes, I think that's so cool when... that's the part I do like about the internet, is the ability to connect virtually and also support without being present.
Exactly.
Like, if you're, say it's in Canada, I can't get to Canada, but like I can still support
there's
online.
There's some cool artists in Canada.
Oh, absolutely.
And like you said, this project's from California, right?
Yes, this project originated in California. So Daniel Adibor Serif, he created the game in 2019, and it was created right before COVID, or COVID was happening, and most people kind of know their state of mind during that time wasn't the greatest. So he created it because he wanted to spread joy, right? And then he kind of started creating it further out with his other artists in the community. And this was only in California it started, so like kind of like the LA region. And then by 2021, it exploded globally. So right now, if you looked at that map, it's anywhere in the world you can see Pittance, pretty much. So Canada has a bunch. The United States obviously has a bunch. You can go to Mexico, over to Europe, down to Australia. Like everywhere you can find mushroom pins. It just depends. So. Yeah.
And I know you mentioned that the little bowl shroom that you have, that is this month's grab and go art. Is that still going to be available on June 1st?
Yeah, it'll still be available until supplies run out.
Okay.
So we've kind of been going through them pretty quickly. So our intern just finished up creating the rest of the bags. So there's about 40 more left that we have left to distribute. So that'll be about 225 of them out in the world.
So get them sooner rather than later, because there'll be another craft coming. And when you miss the shrooms, even if the game hasn't started.
Yes, exactly. Yep. But if you miss these shrooms, you have a chance to seek the other shrooms. So.
Yeah, you can find the art.
Yeah, exactly.
Or just make your own.
Exactly. Make your own, and then find other people's as well.
And like you said, like the supplies that you have here, they're just some stuff that you can find at home. And you gave 3 different examples of different types of art to show just you can do anything.
Yeah. I was gonna say Crystal, when she lived out in California, is how she learned about this event. She makes so many of these pieces every year for the event. Like I only have 7 examples here right now, and I think I would venture to guess she is going to hide 10 or more pieces. And a lot of her works are 3-dimensional. So like, think of those little like genie in a bottle type stuff. She puts mini clay mushrooms inside of it. Makes them like little terrariums, with like the rocks and stuff. Yeah, so you can make it anything.
Okay, so we need to start looking for her mushrooms.
Yes, absolutely. You do need to look for her stuff too. Yes, and her ad is Amanita coffee. So Amanita is a type of mushroom, but if you say it fast enough, it sounds like I'm Anita Coffee, right? So definitely follow Amanita Coffee for sure on Instagram to find her stuff.
I feel like she just needs to put them outside all coffee shops.
Yeah, right?
Like, it just goes on with the brand.
Yes. I was going to say, maybe we could convince her to hide some around Dame or Scooters or something.
And the new one, Martin House.
Yes, Martin House. Absolutely, yeah.
We got all the ideas.
Oh.
Are you listening?
I'm sure she will be. But, yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, it's been... Yeah, so anything can be art that you create from this. And just like Daniel said... So I had the luxury of kind of talking with him over email. Anne had asked me to send him a message on Instagram and see if we could get comments about how he created this game and what kind of thoughts went through his mind. And one of the questions I asked him was, why mushrooms? Like, what was the inspiration for mushrooms? And he said that his grandmother was into ceramics and an artist as well, and had mushrooms everywhere in her house. Plus, mushrooms are one of the easiest things to create. So, like, when you're making art, because there's no, like, set definition of what a mushroom looks like, and there's, like, so many different types of mushrooms that exist in the world, right? So, like, morel mushrooms don't look like shiitake mushrooms, don't look like portobello mushrooms, and those are just, like, some of the edible ones, right? So then, like, you have other ones that are just, like, kind of decorative, so.
Mushrooms, they're just so fun, and you see mushrooms in every form you see mushrooms portrayed, it's always different.
Yeah.
I mean, you got your stereotypical red and white
Yep.
polka dot one, but like,
Absolutely, yes.
but even when you see those, they're portrayed. It looks different. No mushroom art looks the same.
Yes, exactly. So no mushroom art looks the same, and you could just create it. So.
Exactly. Well, I hope you have a mushroom shirt for.
Oh,
The mushroom.
I will be having.
I
one.
know we talked about it, and you
today
came
I
with
just
the
have
dog.
the dogs today, but
I told you to bring the mushroom shirt today, but I guess it's still on. You're still working on
you know,
it.
we got things back ordered. You know.
You're supposed to be the artist here. Create it.
Oh yes, good one. I could do that. Why not? Yes.
For Mushroom Day.
For Mushroom Day, I gotta make a shirt for mushrooms. Yes.
June
13th.
Okay.
June 13th. Yep. So on that day, I will be out as early as possible. I'm not a morning person, so like 6 a.m. might be pushing it for me, but I'll be out as early as I can hiding them and seeing if I can get a couple other community members to also hide pieces. So then we can kind of put them all out on the internet all at once.
What is the limits of your game?
What is the limits of my game?
What is the area that you're covering with your game?
Yeah, so our goal is to serve our Tri-County region. So that's Mercer, Henderson, and Warren counties primarily. But we also have a couple artists who will be extending out into Galesburg, which is Knox, which is perfectly fine. We like all of it. And our end goal would just be to kind of continue Daniel's sentiments and spread it as far as possible so everyone can be involved.
And did you pick the date, or is that just like his date that he does every year?
So that's the date that he chooses. So
Okay.
yeah, I believe it happens on a Saturday every year, and he chooses that date. I don't know why June 13th, but that sounds good to me.
It's
summer.
a beautiful. It's June.
It's like yeah.
Oh, I just kicked the camera. Sorry for everybody watching on the video.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay,
But-
I can give him.
And so so we have pin locations in Aledo, and then we have 5 in Monmouth right now. So the pins are just where you might find the artist's artwork, but not necessarily where you'll exactly find it. So my pin is in Monmouth College, so it's at Monmouth College's location. So that doesn't mean I will put artwork at Monmouth College, but there's a large chance I'll hide something around Monmouth College, but I could hide something in Roseville. So that's where it becomes more important that you check out our social medias to see where we might go. So like in the days leading up to it, we might promote it and say, hey, check out this piece that I've created. It's a little shrinky dink guy. If you're interested in this, come find it in Roseville. And I'll just say it's in Roseville. So then the day of, it might be hidden, I don't know, by the ice cream shop. Maybe it's by Twisted 2. You never know. So it could be any location, really.
Well, and thinking about it too, you said don't know why he picked the date he picked, but it makes sense that it's one day that that all the games happen, because you said 2020. That sense of community everybody was searching for. So it all makes sense.
Yes, absolutely. And it's a Saturday.
Yes.
School's out. At least I hope everyone's school's out.
In this area.
In this area.
In
it
this
should be,
area.
Yeah. I'm going to say ICS gets out on the 22nd. So, and I think Monmouth Roseville does too. So.
They should be getting out soon.
Absolutely,
I didn't write it down. I don't have any stakes in that yet. What are the young
Monmouth
ones?
College just graduated, so they're done too.
All the
so.
graduations have been happening, so
Yeah.
Then I'll make mushrooms and go search for them.
Yes.
All right. Anything else we want to make sure we add today?
I don't. Actually, I just want to give a quick shout out to the people that we
Yes.
have already signed up. So if you're interested in searching for these mushrooms, check out the social media pages for Roy Ponage. He is our creative assistant. So it's ROYPONEAGE. Roy Ponage is his. At Amanita Coffee again. At Rebecca Quick 44. That is mine. At Miss Jess 007. So MISSJES 007. and then KK77, which is CAYKAY77, Recharge Teen Center, and then Buchanan Center.
Perfect. So we'll make sure I'll link it on our video. I'll have it pop up for everybody watching. So you got to go watch this and see all the art.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Well, Rebecca, thanks so much for coming in today.
Of course. Thank you.
Of course. Rebecca Quick joining me here on WRAM, talking all about the Game of Shrooms on June 13th.